Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Well, I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Well, hey, oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see somebody's waiting there. Is there once for me? Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Okay, back to the Good Night Live family Christmas letter. Well, it's already late, but I just have to get it mailed before New Year's Eve. Let's see. Dear friends and fans, what a year this has been for all of us at Good Night Live. We hardly dared to dream of 6 sold-out shows in our first year. That actually happened, thanks to all of you. I asked everyone on my creative team to send me some highlights from their year that I could use in this letter. But of course, none of those assholes ever do what I asked them to do, so I guess I'll just have to write it myself.
Jake, who are you writing to? It's too late to write a letter to Santa.
Oh, hey Myles. Is it showtime already?
Yeah, it's showtime. Are you ready to go?
Am I ready?
Yeah. Oh, all right, let's do this.
Merry Christmas, Minot, and welcome to the Good Night Live Christmas Special, hosted by yours truly, Jake Thrailkill. We're live streaming tonight from our living room to yours. For the next hour or so, we're going to bring you some swinging tunes, a funny bit or two, jokes, laugh, love, and cheer, and the most famous guest we've ever had on the show.
What?
So put an extra shot of rum in your eggnog, cozy up with the family, and gather around the internet. Let's get this party started.
Woo! 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 Jake, we're gonna have the most famous guest we've ever had tonight. We're in Sean Ann's living room. Who's gonna show up and be our most famous guest ever?
Well, Myles, my connections, they're well connected. And we are getting the most famous guest. Jonah promised me.
Well, when we get a famous person, you're going to be so relevant. I can't wait until after this show. Who is this that's going to be showing up?
Well, you're damn right, Myles. I'll be relevant. Just you wait. Our most famous guest ever is going to show. You'll see. Meanwhile, how about you sing that little Christmas song that you wrote?
The Christmas party intro?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right. It's a Christmas party, and the guests will soon arrive. We'll sing a holiday song, we'll do a monologue with the fam from Good Night Live. Who's going to designate a drive? We wrote this show for you. Hey, thank God for COVID quarantine. Well, we've had this time to write these lines, and they're still barely funny. The Christmas spirit is still alive. Let's put this party in overdrive. We drink enough, we might survive this Christmas with Good Night Live.
Myles, that was impressive. You just think if you put that song and our intro to our show song on your first album, you might have sold more than 12 copies.
Oh, I hadn't written them yet.
Hey, timing is everything.
Okay.
And you know what? Before we get into the monologue, you need one of these. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
So, Myles, check this out. My neighbor came over, the day after Thanksgiving, bragging about how he had all of his Christmas decorations up. Man, I don't know what he's so impressed with. I put my Christmas lights up 3 years ago.
Whoa! Jake, that joke was so down to earth. It really makes you seem relatable to the people at home. Thanks for setting the Christmas tone right on the first joke.
Appreciate that. You bet. Myles, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, so what's the difference between Santa and the Kardashians?
I've always wondered that. What is the difference?
Well, Santa was smart enough to stop at 3 hoes.
Oh, you were relatable until that one. You were doing good. Kind of slipped off.
Well, let's see how you feel about this one then.
Okay.
Winter is upon us, and that means thousands of North Dakotans are hitting the lakes to go ice fishing. Well, do you want to know the difference between ice fishing and then picking up girls at NOLA's?
Yeah.
Well, when you're ice fishing and you catch something, well, that's good. When you pick up a girl at NOLA's and you catch something, now that's bad.
Oh, they both smell the same, though.
Not a lot you can do about that.
Summer's Eve. They didn't pay for a plug.
All right, where were we? All right, so we got the cold, but we didn't get a white Christmas this year, prompting women all over the KX viewing area to complain. Hey, Tom, where's the 8 inches you promised me? I mean, give the guy a break. Who do you think he is? Henry Blake's?
Oh, dude. Oh, no. Oh, he's the best.
And the 7 people that watch KMOT were like, I got
that one.
Oh, man, 2020 is anything but Christmas as usual. One example is there's no mall Santa this year. You know what, though? Actually, all of the mall Santas are weird. Why did it take a global pandemic for parents to realize they don't actually want their kids sitting on a stranger's lap in the middle of the mall?
Oh, except in mine out where the weird face shield is fine, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should look into getting one of those for you.
Oh. I don't know about that.
On top of that, unemployment is a big concern right now. And yet Santa's not the only one out of a job. But hey, things are looking up. In fact, creepy old men are finding jobs everywhere, all the way up to the White House.
Oh.
Man, it couldn't be a Good Night Live show without touching on some politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of politics, it's been kind of hard for everyone down at City Hall to get in the Christmas spirit this year. It's not because of COVID or the tanking economy or flag flying issues. No, they can't get in the Christmas spirit down at City Hall because they can't find 3 wise men or a virgin. And this time of year, we're always checking out the naughty and nice list. Usually if you're naughty, you get a lump of coal in your stocking. This year, it's even worse. Santa's giving out Philadelphia Eagles tickets.
Oh! Man, at least with a lump of coal, you can heat your house. Oh, my God.
But seriously, Carson, we would love to have you on our show. And did you hear that cast iron skillets were one of the top selling gifts in 2020? It has been a rough year, but this just makes me wonder, are we using cast iron skillets to cook steaks on or to save money on divorce lawyers?
That's a harsh way to do it. Oh.
And talk about a great Christmas gift. for the low price of just $100,000. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates became the #1 donor to Governor Doug Burgum's re-election campaign, making North Dakota his cheapest batch of vaccine test subjects since he purchased Africa. You know, there is one thing we've learned this year. The mistletoe and Jeffrey Epstein have one thing in common.
What's that?
They don't hang themselves.
Oh. Jake, why do we kiss under the mistletoe?
Hey, we don't kiss under anything. But I don't know why all the ladies try to kiss me under the mistletoe, but I know somebody who does. Dr. Tangeray in the house. Actually, it's her house. You know what? Whatever. Dr. T, come on out and explain that to us.
Mistletoe, a deadly, toxic, parasitic plant that grows on oak trees. Because it is evergreen and bears its fruit in the winter, many ancient cultures considered mistletoe a fertility symbol. The ancient Greeks thought it was oak semen, and Celtic druids believed the sticky white mistletoe berries were droplets of sperm from the cosmic bull that fertilized the almighty great goddess and made all the earth fecund and fruitful and lush. Jesus. So, boys, in case you've been spending any happy holiday time beneath ejaculating oak trees or the funky spunk of the cosmic bull that humped the world into being, I got you covered.
What?
Did you just hand us fistfuls of condoms?
Oh my gosh. Well, hey, you're going to want to blow the dust off before you use those things.
Oh my God, condoms expire? I didn't even know condoms had an expiration date.
Yeah, I mean, hey, mine's got a Joe DiMaggio rookie card on it.
What the hell?
Oh my Lord.
What the
How much do you think that thing's worth? First edition, too.
First edition condoms.
But hey, Myles, if you didn't know that condoms have an expiration date, that's probably why you have 2 kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not why.
Yeah, that was a bad one. You know what? It's too bad these condoms can't protect me from all the bad jokes my creative team writes. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up tonight's monologue. While we wait for our first guest to show up, I've got some time to work on that Good Night Live family Christmas letter. All right. Where was I here? Okay. What to say about that prick Jonah? Okay. Oh, I got it. Yeah. As many of you know from his 600,000 posts on Facebook, Jonah started swimming at the Y this year. Well, we don't know if he's happier about getting in shape or being able to spend time in public half naked. We'd like to remind him that there are 2 kinds of people in the world: those who pee in the pool and those who lie about it. And Jonah's a pisser. Man, I am on a roll. Now, Myles. This one's kind of tough. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's see here. Okay. We're all so proud that Myles was voted most likely to finish at the top of his class in rehab again. Oh, he's like a 5th-year senior. Good job, little buddy. Yeah, maybe the highlight of Myles' year was that he got a new best friend. A handsome, charming, clever, talented, well-connected best friend.
Jake, you're my best friend.
I know, Myles. I know.
Talented, connected. Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
Well, whatever. This was fun. I'll do Sean Ann next. That came out kind of wrong. all these condom up here, you know. Oh. All right.
It's probably because it had Joe DiMaggio rookie card on the front of it.
Anybody got a scissors to cut through this awkwardness? All right. Well, let's see. This is a tough one because Dr. T doesn't actually celebrate Christmas. No, instead she engages in some pagan shit on the winter solstice. You know, the shortest, darkest day of the year, which she acknowledges pretty much the same way she acknowledges any other day of the year, by drinking a gallon of gin and mainlining wrinkle cream.
Oh, Sean Ann.
But, you know, we all know that Sean Ann's a great writer. And this year, she got some national attention for her writing. Yep, she was named one of the best letters to penthouse writers of all time.
Whoa. Whoa. How many do you have to write to get to be the best of all time?
Well, I heard you get a free condom with every entry, so.
I've been doing it for a while.
Right.
Joe DiMaggio.
Tell it wasn't her first record. Penthouse condoms. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh, hold on. I'm getting word from our executive producer, Joan Alanto, that our first guest is zooming in.
Here they are.
Hi.
Oh, hey, look. It's Jazmin and Zach Schultz from Prairie Sky Breads. Welcome to the party, you guys.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. I can hardly believe it's been 10 months since I was your very first customer at Prairie Sky Breads. And, you know, most people say I can't show up on time for anything, but hey, I made it there. And, you know, what a crazy year it's been to open a business. What's been your favorite thing through this first year?
For me, probably, you know, we opened in February, and then immediately everything kind of changed in the world. So it was nice to see our team, you know, and see them adapt to everything that was going on. You know?
Yeah, you started with anything other than business as usual.
Yeah, I mean, really great crew. So
yeah. Excellent. But that didn't stop you from successes. As a matter of fact, you recently won an award for being the most impactful business from the Minot Alliance of Nonprofits, which I happen to MC, so that was a cool event.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah. So we were fortunate. We were really thankful to be able to have a year where we were able to just still do some of the things that we had hoped to do as a business. And one of the things was just trying to get involved with Independence Inc. and several other organizations that we really have a passion for. And so they recognized us for some of those things that we did with them. And that was super sweet and super nice. And we were really happy to be involved in being a part of that event where, you know, it's been a tough year for nonprofits. And so we were excited to be there and to celebrate with everyone all the accomplishments that they've made despite, you know, all the craziness.
Yeah, excellent. What were some of those things that you were able to do?
Well, we give all of our leftover bread on Sundays to the YWCA. So
Excellent.
They're able, it's a fun way for us to be able to still create enough product to be sold throughout the week, but then not feel bad about having anything left over. I don't know what else. We did some pizza classes with Independence Inc. for some of their online classes that they did.
By February, is that kind of?
By February. I'm in a cohort, a group of folks who were able to get some grants called the Change Network. And we were able to do some activities in February before we got shut down that sort of focused around seasonal depression and ways to combat that in a state where it's very cold all the time. And so we did a series of events in February and kind of got to involve some of the community members in that as well. So
right before everything kind of shut down. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. That's a very important and needed thing. So thank you from, behalf of all the people in the community for doing those types of projects. And not only are you two talented and successful entrepreneurs, You're also talented and successful musicians. Your band Vanity Plate has a new album out called Wilder. Congratulations on that. Tell us a little bit about where that Wilder title for your album came from.
So I was writing that album, or the lyrics for that album, kind of amidst all of the joining of Praise Guy Breads in the business, and I was considering whether or not I should go full time with that or what I should do. And though people are excited for you to like venture out and do risky things, I think oftentimes they sort of accidentally, because they care about you, coach you to the middle or the safe bet, as opposed to the thing that could like get you into a boatload of trouble and debt. And so this song Wilder is kind of an ode to the idea of coaching people to do riskier things and to do wilder things that hopefully will fulfill them and make them happy. And so I wrote that song sort of about that, and that just became the title of the album in general.
That's excellent. I understand you're going to share some of that album, and we are really excited to see a video that you put together for that. But before we get there, I remember in past conversations with you when you went on tour, I don't know if this is 2 or 3 years ago now, you ended up playing one of your gigs for, I believe, a carton of cigarettes and some vape sticks or something. Tell us a little bit about that. And I think you got gas stamps too, if I remember right.
I wish. It's kind of always a mixed bag when you go on tour, especially the way we do it, which is very what you call DIY. So we do all the booking ourselves and kind of organize everything just by ourselves. And yeah, we played in Missoula, Montana, and there was kind of a thrown together after show, and it was all very last minute. And so the guy was like, well, I don't have any money.
Classic.
I got this handful of cigarettes and these vape pens that I got. Is that cool? And so Jazz and I don't smoke, but everyone else in the band, I mean, it was like Christmas morning, basically. You know? It was good. It was great.
It actually turned out to be one of my favorite shows on tour.
Yeah.
We played with great bands, and it was also maybe like one of the scariest shows for me as a like front lady though too, because I was afraid my teeth were gonna get smashed in. But it was just a rager, awesome, fun house party. And sometimes, you know, it's more about the show than it is about getting paid in vape pens, and it actually turned out to be a really awesome, fun night and good show for us. And so I don't know, there's a lot of silver linings. And I guess I'd rather be paid in an awesome show.
Yeah, it's always an adventure.
Yeah. But that was probably the scariest I've ever been for my teeth and my face. I got hit in the head with a beer can like 3 times that night. So it was probably the baddest I've ever seen Zach, like, at a person. He's really calm cucumber normally.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that more about getting hit in the teeth with beer bottles and things like that playing music than our own Myles Barcomb.
That's right. I've played at some of Jazmin's house parties. They're dangerous too, but maybe not quite as dangerous as that.
And I understand that if people want to get your new album, they can find it on Bandcamp. Is that right?
Yes, Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music.
Basically all the places. If
you
you have a favorite, you could probably find it there. Yeah.
All right. I'll be picking up my 45 at Budget Music. Right?
Hey, yeah. We
all right.
To actually press them. So
let's give the people what they want, and we'd love to hear a song from your new album. What do you have for us?
This is a video for a song called Stay Warm that we made. And it's like, you know, being 2020 and being a pandemic, it's hard to do things normally. So we kind of just made the best with what we got, and we put it all together, and everybody shot their own footage, I'll say. So
here goes. Here we go.
frozen deep and had me thinking I'd rather stay in all night. Snow is falling, friends are calling. I haven't seen the sun all day. No refuge, unrelenting, electrics and coats my face. If we are up, can we do it together? By a fireplace with a cup of hot tea. Let's make cookies, music, inside jokes to be. Snuggle my mind, it's a lonely time. Hugging my sunlamp, hoping that she's on my side. Shovel some more, strip the windows before. I can't escape it, she's dogging me, but I'm on the move. Snow is falling, friends are calling. I haven't seen the sun all day. No refuge, unrelenting, electrics and coats my face. If we all up, can we do it together? By a fireplace with a cup of hot tea. Let's make cookies and music, inside jokes to be.
Well, that was a sweet song, guys. Was that recorded in G flat major?
We couldn't comment. I have no clue.
Yeah.
That's excellent on that.
Yep. And I know that was the obvious question. But real quick, the more subtle question, what was going on with the wardrobe changes?
You just let Mo go, and Mo goes.
Mo will go. Yeah.
Yep,
he
let
really-
Mo go.
he really
Sounds
got
like
it
a
home.
prison chant more than a bass player thing. But- So, thanks for coming to our Christmas party. And hey, stick around. We've got some more amazing guests, just like Jazmin and Zach, stopping by.
Thank you.
Good night.
But before we get to that, I thought it'd be fun to visit with our awesome crowd here tonight. Let's see who we've got. Oh, we've got Austin standing in the background. We've got Christy and Kelly, and we got Jonah. We got my mother, who's got 100% perfect attendance, along with Rachel Smith and Lori and Barry Doctor.
No,
And
it's
if
wrong
you
place.
look through here, we've got Miranda Nichols here with facial, different than the ones that Terry's been talking about at our show.
Nickel and Dodge, baby.
And who else
I
do
don't
we
know.
got here? Oh, look, we got Elijah. If you looked at that picture, you may have seen it in your local post office or on your milk cartons.
Or on the list of fantasy football braggers. I think he might be high on that list. In the
Myles-
top right corner, aren't we missing the bottom half? Isn't the bottom half the most important part of that picture?
It
The guy
wouldn't
with
fit
the-
on there.
It wouldn't fit. I wouldn't fit on the couch.
I've clicked on a couple links and I can tell you don't need to see the rest. And we got some weirdo that's sticking his tongue out there in the background.
That's her.
A couple of them.
Background.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, we have got a great crowd here.
Oh, there's my dad.
in
My
cardboard.
dad's in the crowd. There he is.
Miles's father's here.
That's right.
Obviously not where Myles gets his good looks because this guy looks respectable. But you know what? One thing is certain about this cardboard crowd is they are more supportive than the people who are actually here in this room. So thank you for paying your money to be here tonight. And thank you to everybody who's tuning in live with us. Yeah, and I hope you noticed in that panning of the crowd, my cute, sweet, precious girl, Abby. She was the dog wearing the hat. So.
Oh.
She's a good girl.
Mm-hmm.
Who's a good girl?
She's the best.
She's a good girl.
Who's a good girl?
So, you know, it's been great talking to all of you. A little one-sided, but hey, time to get back to that Christmas letter.
That's how most conversations go with you, Jake.
You know what? If your side could hold up to anything, maybe you could be involved.
Side?
The conversation. All right. Okay. Who's next? I think, is this the part where we cut to commercial where I explain to Myles when he's not funny? All right. Okay. All right. See my list of people I have to write about. Kevin the intern. Nope. Who is this guy? And why is he on my Christmas card?
You have a problem, Jake. There's a problem. You have a problem with Cameron, the intern. There's a problem here.
Well, you know what? When he does something worth talking about, he can be on my Christmas
Oh my
letter.
God. He has written jokes. He ran cameras. Oh, man.
All right. Let's get back to people who
Okay,
matter.
all right.
How about Terry Girl? Apparently, we use people who matter loosely. Oh, goodness. Okay. Terry Girl has really made a name for herself doing the opening act for our show. Some of those names are Battle Axe, Man Eater, Sleazemo, Nympho, and Horse Beast. Yeah. She's starting a new day job, though, which is really exciting. She's going to be a lobbyist. Yeah, I was waiting. Pause for booze, it says here. I don't know. But hey, that's perfect for her because it's kind of like running a brothel. She doesn't actually do any of the screwing, just tells you what other whores can do for you and how much it'll cost.
She's lazy.
Yeah. You know, we were going to let Terry be a part of this show tonight, but we thought it's best to keep her in the opening act where she belongs.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, got a couple people left here. Let's see. What to write about Adam? Well, I'll try and keep it short.
That'll be easy. Oh!
Well, Adam's had a great year putting the short in short films. He's directed several short films this year that at least dozens of people have watched and 2 people have liked.
Pretty
good idea.
You've been in those.
Yeah, it's not as funny when you're the one starring in it, is it? You know what? All these jokes are like low-hanging fruit or something that Adam can reach.
Oh.
Yeah. If I stacked all these short jokes up, they might be a medium-sized person. All right, I'm done. Okay, thank you. The best thing about Adam is that he always brings you amazing talent, sparkling wit, brilliant conversation, devastating good looks, and a dazzling smile. Mine. Hey, Adam, what are you doing? Hey, the talent's up here, buddy. Let's go. All right. Back at it. Okay.
Hey, Thrailkill, put that stupid letter away. It's time. Our most famous guest ever is calling in.
Our most famous guest? Who is this? Why won't you guys tell me who it is?
All right.
Still. Oh my God.
Carson Wentz? What? Is that you? Oh my God, I can't believe you're on our show.
Well, you know, Jake, I have the utmost respect for that show, that little show you guys do there in Minot. And hey, God bless you guys. But you know the real reason I came here?
Well, maybe because you got benched for a rookie. I mean, that's gotta hurt.
Now, Jake, now nothing comes easy in the National Football League, okay?
Yeah, well, sure, unless you're a defender playing against the Eagles. Am I right?
Well, hey, anyone can play Monday morning quarterback in the National Football League. It takes a real man to suit up on Sundays, okay?
What? Monday? You're not even playing quarterback on Sundays.
Well, it's hard because in the National Football League, it's all about making plays. And at the end of the day, the other team makes more plays than we do.
Okay, so, Carson, a lot of your fans are wondering, do you ever watch any of the tape or read the playbook?
Oh, gee.
Well, a photographic memory to me is kind of a like brainiac thing, like a genius type, and I don't think I have that.
Finally, something we can both agree on.
Hey, Jake, I actually said that.
I'm losing Carson for a second here. Not that I want to hear what he has to say anyways. But... oh, man. Jesus, Carson. I hate to be the one to have to tell you this, but you can't eat your way off the bench and back into the starting lineup, man. Come on.
Well, no. A lot of analysts said the level of competition I'd face in the FCS would not prepare me for the NFL, but well, they were right. Yeah, they were right.
You know what? At least you're honest with yourself. Now, moving on here. Your division, the NFC East, is the toilet bowl of the NFL. And the Eagles are just one more swirling turd. How's that feel?
Well, I think leadership is something that comes natural to me. So, I mean, if I'm the top turd of the turd pile, then I guess I'm King Turd of the brotherly love.
What?
Oh, man. Well, Carson. Yeah. Looking at the two of us on here, I feel like I'm a Fox News host and you're just chiming in here and we can't agree on anything. But, so wouldn't you agree that it's kind of hard to lead when you're always laying on your back in the field?
Mood.
Well, I'm sorry, man. We know you're having a rough year, Carson, so we'd like to share some traditional Good Night Live cheer with you. Go long, buddy.
Fiddlesticks. I dropped it.
Wow. You are bad.
Hang on, Jake. What's that? Like now? Jake, I gotta go. Mr. Hertz needs the room next. I guess they're gonna do some work in here or something. Thanks for having me on, buddy.
Okay, well, hey, thanks for being on my show, Carson. Have a good night and good luck in the offseason.
What was that?
Man, let me tell you, executive producer my ass. Jonah, what the hell, man? You promised me Carson Wentz the Super Bowl champion, not Carson Wentz the cheesesteak champion.
But Carson Wentz, the cheesesteak champion, had a lot of talent. Like,
I delivered.
He's actually good at something,
Well, I would say that I'm the most disappointed person, but hey, there are Philadelphia Eagles fans. So.
Don't you like the Vikings? Didn't they play New Orleans yesterday?
All right, so moving on. All right, time to finish up this Christmas letter. Who's left? Oh, yeah, the new guy. We were so happy to have Derek join our team this year. He's a great actor, as you just saw, and he really knows his way around tools, which is helpful for building sets, fixing my beamer, and dealing with Jonah. Hey, Myles, how many stamps do I need to put on this letter to mail it to El Salvador?
Why do you need to mail something to El Salvador?
Well, if you haven't noticed, Vodka Mike has been missing since the team building exercise at Escape Point.
Why do you say it like that?
Well, because it's another one of my brilliant ideas, and it deserves a little punch behind it.
Vodka Mike missing. Nope, didn't notice.
Well, it turns out he actually got caught up in an underground daily fantasy sports gambling ring with a bunch of Salvadorian crime lords.
Oh, no. He's terrible at fantasy football this year. He didn't make the playoffs in our league.
I heard he hasn't made the playoffs in that league for like 5 years,
Ooh.
and that 8 out of 9 people make the playoffs. So, but you know what? Speaking of Mike, at first they made him their king.
Vodka Mike?
Holy shit, Vodka Mike? Is that you?
Hey, it might be Vodka Mike to you, Jack, but around here, I'm known as El Vodka Jefe Patata Grande. And listen up. I've been the hero of this little show time after time. I saved you jabronis from the escape room. I apprehended your pigeon exterminator stalker lady. I saved that dull-ass Christmas party as Fireball Santa. And I took time out of my busy schedule on, you guessed it, a Saturday to do your little roast of Mayor Sippy Cup. So I need you to do something for me and get me the hell out of here before they cut off my Johnson.
Well,
What?
you know, Mike, before we get to whether we're going to bail you out or not, could you tell us, is it actually true the reason that you're in all this trouble is because you convinced all of your people who are counting on you to bet it all on Carson Wentz?
That may be true. I can't confirm or deny that. Let's try and stay focused. Weren't you in the Army or something, Jack? Like the Green Berets or Delta Force? Get a team together. You got a team. Get them together and get an extraction.
Yeah, Jake, weren't you a hero in the Army? You told me all about it.
You know, well, so I was in the National Guard, you know, as a cook. So I definitely killed somebody.
Oh.
But not sure what I can do here.
The National Guard? What the fuck? This isn't a job for a weekend warrior, all right? You don't know these guys like I do, okay? They gave me a cold, hard mill to give them some fantasy football advice for their league, and I told them to draft Carson Wentz in the first round because I thought it'd be funny.
God, it's almost as bad as your regular fantasy football team.
Yeah, it looks like they just got your
Play
same
fantasy football. That's a fairy tale for kids, okay? Now look, listen up. Everyone knows I'm the glue that holds you creatives together, okay? If I had a dime for every time some rando came up to me after a show and said, hey, Vodka Mike, you were the best part, as usual, I would have enough money to pay all these maniacs back. So figure it out. And I hear some gunfire. I got to go. Bye.
Wow, what is happening with Vodka Mike?
Well, I feel like
Gunfire?
if we were a show that actually had corporate sponsors, that'd have been a great time to cut to break.
They would have cut us off before that interview,
Yeah.
I think, if we were a real show.
But hey, since we're live, Myles, do you think we need to get up some ransom money or something?
I mean, he doesn't look like he's in a good spot. I mean, we could have like a fundraiser, like Myles Barcomb and the Sweet Dreams could play, maybe.
Oh yeah, hey, that's a good idea. And Night Drive could play too.
What's the Night Drive?
Well, you know, my band, Night Drive.
I thought we wanted to raise money, Jake.
Funny, Myles. Funny. Jonah, I want a deduction from his cut.
I didn't write that one.
Yeah. But you know what? In the words of Terry Girl, that was bullshit.
This is bullshit.
I'm actually an exceptionally talented singer, Myles. In fact, back in my day, I was the star member of Change of Pace. You know, the pop music choir ensemble at mine at high school?
Aren't they an ensemble? Doesn't that mean that they don't have a star? They're an ensemble? That's
Well,
what an
Myles,
ensemble is.
if you walk out the door and you look up in the sky and you see the bright shining stars, there's always one that shines a little brighter than the rest.
Tell me you're not talking about you, because that is so gross.
Well, hey, back to me. Or no, back to the choir. Or back to me. Yeah, we'll go to the choir.
Okay.
So usually the choir makes about 40 appearances just around Christmas time. But because of COVID-19 protocols, they haven't been able to do any this year. Well, and we didn't want them to end their year on a sad note, so we canceled Myles playing with them. No. So we had them make a recording for us. And hey, this year's choir features two of our own Goodnight Live family, Kellen Anderson of the Sweet Dreams and Myles's daughter, Annabelle Barcomb, where all the talent lies.
That's right. Absolutely.
Well, hey guys, take it away.
We're Change of Pace from Minot High School, and we're here to bring some holiday cheer to Goodnight Live. This year has been crazy enough, and so we're really hoping to bring you some
Jingle bells, Thrailkill smells, donut laid
Ellen, what the heck? This year's been bad enough. What are you doing? Stop ruining the show. We're trying to do this.
Welcome Christmas, come this way. Welcome Christmas, Christmas.
You really are a hero. You're as godly as a cactus and charming as a heel, Mr. Grinch. You're a manly hound with a greasy black teeth. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain's full of slime. You got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
You're a wild one, Mr. Grinch. You have turned my tender star.
You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skull. Your heart is full of unsucked, your soul is full of gall, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, skunk.
You know, I'm telling you, Myles, I was a star.
So you were like, you'd been the guy who was the Grinch in that one, maybe.
Well, I'm just saying, hey, there was a lot of stars in Change of Pace that were shining pretty bright. You are right. I will give you that. And that was really special. And you know what? I could see that Jonah's heart grew 3 sizes larger that day. But hey,
Just after seeing that just now?
yeah, but Terry girls didn't. You know, there's something I'd like to take a little time to say right now here, and it's to thank a few people, not Jonah, but on top of that, if you've looked around and you've seen our set, including this tree and the fireplace and the flowers and everything, that's all due to the hard work of Dr. Tangeray, Shanann Tangney. So we are very thankful to have her here. We're thankful to everybody who supported our show. We're a little less thankful for Austin ruining our cardboard audience, but beggars can't be choosers. But yes, this is a beautiful home, and Shanann put in a ton of work to make this happen, and we are so thankful that she let us do this in her living room.
Nobody can see me, but I love you all.
She's literally right here.
Love our crowd. Thank you.
But hey, that's our show, folks. And we'd like to thank our guests, Jazmin and Zach Schultz, Mine at High's Change of Pace.
Show, you got the poem left.
Thanks for really putting a shine on our Christmas special. We'd also like to thank our audience, all of you who paid to be here with us in script and on cardboard, and all of you watching online. We love sharing the good times and laughter with you throughout this crazy, messed up 2020. And we can't wait to see you all out there in 2021. You know, this is the point in the show where we usually gather the whole team on stage and say, good night, mine out, we love you. Or remind Jonah why we have a production script and where things actually happen. But, you know, we do love you. And so we thought we'd end the show tonight with a Christmas tradition, our gift to you. Oh, maybe I should have brought my glasses. All right. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the state, the people were in quarantine, hoping COVID would abate. The rainbow flags were hung by the courthouse with care, knowing that bigots soon would be there. The mayor was nestled all snug in his bed, while visions of protesters danced in his head. And I and my girlfriend, who's real, I swear, you just haven't met her, had settled down to find out what's under that sweater. Now you guys laugh? Okay. All right, back to the poem. When inside the bedroom, there arose such a clatter. The neighbors started to shout, what the hell is the matter? Away to the window, I flew like a flash to yell out apologies for being so brash. And there in the moonlight, so bright and so strong, I saw something so strange. I thought, this must be wrong. When what to my wandering eyes did appear, a parade of Minot's finest drawing near. A chubby little red-faced man, so quick with retort, I knew in a moment he must be Rob Port. More rapid than eagles, these idiots came, and I whistled and I shouted and I called them by name. Now anti-vaxxer, now no masker, now conspiracy believers, on bigots, on tweeters, on fake news repeaters. To the top of City Hall, to the top of the mall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Then from out in the street, what did I hear? A big group of college kids, their arms filled with beer. We won't let COVID stop us from throwing a party, they yelled as they coughed in a manner so hearty. Who next before my wandering eyes should appear? None other than Tom Barry, sporting a sneer, with middle fingers raised so high in the sky, and his pockets full of cash as he walked right on by. That's never a show without a Tom Barry joke.
You can just picture that so clearly.
Came upon a midnight clear, yeah.
The last time Tom Barry makes it into our show.
But again, back to me in the poem. Next came Ole Larson. His head is so full, thinking of what to post on Facebook. Some kind of bull. Perhaps Al-Qaeda or other damn lies. Skipping fever checks, crying about blue law's demise. Or visiting those who are in the most danger while purporting to follow the man from the manger. And just as my heart started to sink in despair, a bright shining light on the horizon was there. For behind all those yahoos came those who truly are stars. First responders, medical workers, all who put in long hours, small business owners and teachers and grocery store clerks, caring and smart, they eclipse all those other jerks. 2020's been bad, and there's no doubt about it, but so many have worked tirelessly, and I just want to shout it. Thank you and bless you. You're truly the greatest. Of all the people I know, you're surely the bravest. And one thing I know, and I know it for sure, what we do on our show here doesn't really compare, but we'll keep bringing the funny, the laughter, the cheer. We'll keep filling our mugs with old Milwaukee beer.
No, we won't.
Things will get better. A vaccine is on its way. Until then, laughter's the best medicine. That's what they say. Then I turned back to my girl and I pulled her in tight, and we looked on in wonder at the shimmering night. And here's what I said to that beautiful sight. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, a new one just begun. So this is Christmas, hope you have fun, the near and the dear ones, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. The war is over. If you want it, war is over now. War is over.